aimed at the intellectual side of the relationship, the brain, the connection, the love stuff. And then when a relationship goes to have children, we're going to have a branch off called Start With Them. And Start With Them is going to be a relationship app for people who have children or are having children. And if you've ever had kids, you'll know relationship before a child and after a child are absolutely two different environments. And what we want is people to recalibrate their relationships so they can maintain the love and desire in a child-filled family life, right? If you don't recalibrate, you're going to run into the problem that our high divorce rate has. And, divorce, we want to avoid that as much as possible. So then start with me, start with us, start with them. And then the last app currently on the roadmap, we'll be adding more as we learn more about this stuff and we bring in more professionals. But the last app is called Flavor of Teal. It's an homage to the sexiest night of my life. But Flavor of Teal is a relationship app aimed at the sexual side of relationships. It sends you on a journey of self-discovery and understanding, so you learn all about yourself, then you learn all about your partner, and then you learn down a fun and kinky journey. We get the deep dive and learn all about each other. And this should encompass the full life cycle of relationships, the foundation of relationships, in relationships, the branch off of having children, and then the sexual side of relationships. And by doing this and raising the self-awareness in all these different sections, we should be able to effectively create real change and raise the standards of emotional intelligence and self-awareness for anyone in this community. Now, this is all great on their own individual selves, but the number one thing that I'm really excited about and I'm really psyched up for is that Start With Me. I'm making sure this is right out front and right for my intent is that we take the data from each one of these applications. We strip out all your personal data, so there's nobody knows who is who. But we take that data and we work with research organizations such as psychology organizations and universities in order to further our study of psychology and change and help us get a better understanding of individuals in love and relationships in love so that we can advance psychology and take it to another level. And we can actually start healing the world by getting real effective change. If we can get any one of these apps to surpass any of the dating apps, like Tinder's 79 million users across the world as of 2023, that's 79 million people who are now working better at relationships. Everyone in the generation behind them that receives advice from them are going to receive healthy advice because it's all based on psychology. And it's all foundationally based on psychology. And the intent of this is, one, so you have a point of arguing. Like, you have a scientific method. If the method in everything being taught in these applications is wrong, you can argue it. And as psychology evolves and new information comes out, we'll invalidate some of these things and things will change. We'll make sure we have these updates consistently flowing out. But by doing it in this fashion, we can ensure Start With Me evolves with society as society evolves. So we can have some real growth over time. And we can actually have a product that isn't money oriented, that isn't all about how can I squeeze the user for every buck.